Hello everyone, welcome back. This is part 2 of chapter 2. In the first part of chapter 2, we study the production possibilities frontier. Here is an exercise to test your understanding. This problem is in your lecture notes. In case you don't have a lecture notes, you can pull out a piece of paper and write it down right now. Here are the questions regarding to the problem in the previous slide. So answer all of these questions and work on it. After you complete these questions, go to take the quiz, name, bonus chapter 2, Bloody Mary, and screwdriver. Now let's take a look at this example. Suppose there is a company. The name is Smart Motor Incorporation and the location is in Vietnam. This picture is a street view of Vietnam. Let's assume that Smart Motor Incorporation has some certain amount of resources, including land, labor, and capital, and they can use the resources to produce motorcycles or cars or a combination of them. The choices are in this table A, B, C, D, E. So just take a look and then draw the PPF on the chart on the right hand side. Can you do that? Alright, so pause the video, draw the PPF before you move on. So here is what the PPF looks like. Do you get the same? Very good. Do you realize that it's no longer a straight line? It is actually carved out. Did you see that? Very good. Now, this is a more realistic example. Usually in production, most of the PPF is a carved out shape. Okay, let's do some exercise. Remember that we assume the farm locates in a region where roads are narrow and it only allows motorcycles. This means that people will most likely just buy motorcycles. Okay? Question number 1 is if the farm chooses to produce at D, is it efficient? What do you think? D is on the PPF, right? So it should be yes, right? It is efficient. It uses up all of the resources. Okay, next question. Is D a good choice? What do you think? They produce 6,000 motorcycles. They probably will sell them, but 6,000 cars, people may not buy them. So I would think that because most likely the 6,000 cars would not be sold, so no, that is not a good choice. Okay, so I would like you to know that for question number 1, this one is a positive economic question. Remember, positive statement, normative statement. So the farm produced at D is on the PPF, so it is efficient. We have a yes and no, we have a correct or incorrect answer for this one. As for question 2, this is a normative question. It asks you to judge whether this is a good choice or not. So when it comes to a normative statement or normative economic questions, we don't have a fixed answer for this. So suppose you said that, Dr. Chen, I disagree with you. I don't think D is bad, D can be good. Then you will have to just convince me. One of the students actually told me that, I think that D can be a good choice. I asked why. He said that because I can just export these 6,000 cars to the other country. So I said, yeah, that is good. So see, it doesn't have a fixed answer when it is a normative economic question. Okay, next. Which of the combinations do you suggest smart motor produce? What do you think? When I'm teaching in the class, majority of the students say A. Some of the students say B. All right. So since this question is a normative economic question, suggest people to do, right? So this is a question that doesn't have a correct or incorrect answer. You just have to say that I choose this because I have the reason to believe this is correct. So for me personally, I would say A, because you can sell them all. You don't have to worry about the car sales. However, if you say B, yeah, you can export the 2,000 cars to the others, right? So I cannot say that, you said it wrong. And but most of the people actually all agree that they shouldn't do E because the E is produce cars only, no motorcycles. Do you think so too? So the lesson that we learn from these questions are farms should produce what households value the most. So since people like motorcycles, they cannot drive cars in Vietnam. So because of that, farms should produce what people want. And the second thing I want you to realize is that sometimes efficient might not be good. It can be good, but it's not necessary that has to be good. So we have to pay attention to this. Okay, good. Okay, next question. What is the opportunity cost if Smart Motor changes its production from C to B? Let's see, C to B. So when they make the change from C to B, motorcycles go up by 4,000, right? In order to gain, they have to give up 2,000 cars from 4,000 to 2,000. Okay, so the answer is they gain 4,000 motorcycles, they give up 2,000 cars. What they give up is the opportunity cost. So 2,000 cars are the opportunity cost. Get it? Good. Next question. What is the opportunity cost if Smart Motor changes its production from D to F? Let's see. D is here, F is down here, so changes from D to F. Let's see. If you take a look at cars production goes down from 6,000 to 4,000. So we lost 2,000 cars. That must be the opportunity cost. What do we gain? We gain nothing. We produce exactly the same amount of motorcycles. Oh, okay. So gain 0, give up 2,000 cars. So the opportunity cost is 2,000 cars. That is not good, isn't it? We waste resources. But you know what? In reality, sometimes it happens. How come? Because, for example, during recession, people lost their income, lost their jobs, so they don't have the income to buy the same amount of goods as before. So the firms cannot sell their good, so they will produce less. When they produce less, they actually have to lay off workers. So the point, like here, like F, it actually tells us that firms do not produce as much as before and they lay off workers. So it indicates unemployment also. Let's take a look at the next question. What is the opportunity cost if Smart Motor changes its production from F to D? From F to D, so changes up like this. Okay, let's see. So this change increased the production of cars, so it gained 2,000 cars, right? From 4,000 to 6,000. Do they give up anything? No, they still produce 8,000 motorcycles. So the answer is they gain 2,000 cars, they give up 0, so the opportunity cost is 0. Looks like a good move, isn't it? As the firm try to produce more cars, they move away from F towards the PPF. The unemployment rate is going to go down because firms, in order to produce more product, they have to hire more workers. Okay, very good. Next question, what is the opportunity cost if Smart Motor changes its production from D to G? D to G looks like here, from here to here. What do you think? It's a tricky question, isn't it? G is outside PPF. Is it possible to achieve? No, right? So the answer is it's impossible to change to G. Very good. Okay, let's see what have we learned from this example. Realistic PPF is about L shape. Yes, good. Efficient choice might not be a good choice. It depends, right? Firms should produce what households value the most. Yeah, so if the household said that we want to buy 20,000 motorcycles and the firms produce at A 20,000 motorcycles, then the firm's production plan is efficient and it satisfies people the most, so that is also a good choice. Producing inside PPF indicates resources are not fully used. We talk about that, like if we produce at point F, we waste some resources, and unemployment is a form of waste resources because the firm just do not produce at its production possibilities from here. And then choices outside PPF is unachievable. Suppose people say that, well, we want to produce a G, produce more. Well, we don't have that resources, so the firms cannot meet that want. Okay, all right. So this is the end of this part. I'll see you in the next part of chapter 2.